Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the International Visiting Lecture today with VN Karazin Kharkiv National University from Ukraine. Welcome to the Honorable Mr. Mykhailo Maksymov, Ph.D., as an Associate Professor in the Department of Economy, Cybernetics, and Applied Economy. And for the topic today is personal self-analysis using Stylesheet and basic of statistics. And for today's session is being live streamed on the Universitas STEKOM YouTube channel. And for today event, we will start with presentation by Mr. Mykhailo Maksymov and continue with the Q&A session. In the next session, we have time for documentation and last time is closing. Yeah, let's begin. We will start class presentation delivered by Mr. Mykhailo. The time is yours. Thank you. I'm sorry, sir, your microphone still turned off.
And hello. Let me introduce the theme of my lesson. It's about self-assessment and how we would management by our resources using some knowledge about our resources and about some statistics. Main important point for self-management, it's about our resources, about motivation, about time, and about finances. And I would present you how you would use the style sheets to account your resources and make simple analysis of your resources and make some decisions about how you live now and how you would make your life better. First, it's about main of our power. It's about motivation. But when you ask yourself why I do something, why I live in, what give me power or another, and you usually you have no answer for these questions. I would present you some psychological methods that adopted for adapted for using for self-management. It's about like circle balance, life balance circle. It's important psychological techniques, but I use the style sheet for accounting and analyze it. What we do, eight sphere of life, career and finances. It's about our work, about our professional realization. Next, it's about our relationships. It's about family. And it's about environment. And next, it's about our development. It's about self-development when we grow up our skills. And another that's new ability that we find when we would use our skills in another organizations, countries, and in other conditions. And the last, it's about rest and health and sports. What we would normalize our energy and grow up our emotions that support us to do something. And what the first step? It's about dreams. Why it's very important? Because our most powerful energy sources of our life, it's about goals. But goals, it's so hard to define. Many people say, so I can't uh, take my goals now. It's so hard to define it once. But it's about dreams in their these directions. It's so hard. Simple to define in any time. Uh, and you would uh, define your dreams. It's you were thinking and the spheres of your life. And by this, you of your life that you want to achieve in some time in your life. Next step, you would estimate from 10 points how much point you have now. Maybe it's 5, or maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 3. And by this, you would estimate your current position of your life and your dream achievements. Achieving. It's a first measurement of your situation of your life. It's very important because usually we live and don't thinking about yourself, you don't analyzing, but by these techniques you would check your current position, and this is good example to study statistics. What about it? Most simply operation. It's about sum. You would some additional editing of all of your marks in general value. Next, you would calculate some numbers. In this element of this elements, you would have 8, and you would give your average. For this, you would divide your sum for number of elements. It's about your average mark of your life, about all spheres of your life, 7.25. Maybe it's more, maybe it's less, but it's only one mark that estimate your achievements in your life. Uh, it's very useful. You have only one mark that you estimate all of your motivation, all of your in statistics, in descriptional statistics, we have some elements more because average value, it's only estimate in general, but you don't understand how your marks in this sequence is distributed. We would use some elements like dispersion. For calculated, what we would do, we already have average, and we calculate distance from average to every elements of our sequence. You would see for this I would use this cell and this cell. And for simplest to calculate, I would describe how it would be from clear list. I take this average, but and I would use a main electronic table function to take another cells similar for this. But if I would open this cell, you would see that first element is that I need, but second is don't. For this, what I need, I would use dollar symbol to fix position of element of average and take it need. Yeah, you would have how much you calculate difference from your all of your elements from average value. But all of it, if we would use sum, I would show you. Some it would be null. It's not useful mark. It's what not useful estimation. But if I would make the power tool, it's we take elements multiply this element himself. We would have some values that describe your distribution and its name like dispersion. Its second main value to describe your sequence. It's like descriptional statistics. And we have some elements more. It's like standard deviation. It's equal square root from dispersion. And the last position is coefficient of variation. It's equal our standard deviation, divide the average value and multiply 100%. And for coefficient of variation, we would estimate in general our distribution. And if it less than is small from 10 to 25, it's middle, and more 25 is big. And I see that my sequence have a big spread of values. It's my first iteration, and I understand there, yeah. My life it's so have big spread, and maybe I would like to apply some efforts to make my life more constantly, to grow up my marks in career, for example, in rest and in the family, and self-development to make more. For example, like in 7, it would be 7 and would be something like, oh, it's okay, and it would be like, for example, 7. And by this, I see that maybe my coefficient of variation more for middle. It would be like for me, that's better if my life more constantly and have less spread if my uh, motivation variation. Next, it's my first resource. It's about motivation. Next, we have main resource. It's about time. But we will have some disciplines like type management, but we can't manage in our time. We can manage in only our time distribution. But how we would manage it? We first, in every management approach, we would account something. And here we would have some timetable for a day of our week. Oh, sorry, it's on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And actions. Why it's very important to account in what you do through the week. Because usually we would like to line by ourselves. Mm, But if we account in what we do through the days, line, it's more hardable line ourselves. And we would remember, for example, previous week, what we was do in this time, and we mark name of our actions. Next step, we would mark what the sphere, number of sphere. It's like career is 1, finances is 2, family 3, environment 4, self-development 5, traveling and new abilities 6, the rest is 7, health and sport 8, and free time it's 9. And I take these numbers and this style sheet, you would see that it's after calculating. For example, I would choose 1 and you would see that's like 37 and I back for 9. You would see that's 46. It's very usable table. It's because it's already prepared for check your time distribution per week. And by this, we would have hours. As in previous sheet, we would calculate sum of our time and number of elements and average. In general, I would spend, if it's a constantly distribution of my time, it would be like by 10 for every sphere. And I already know how to calculate the dispersion. And I see that my coefficient of variation is much more. That's my life balance cycle. because distribution of my time it's different of my achievements of spheres of my life. It's not very important to have less dispersion, but it's like example for understanding that I have different efforts of my life using my time to difference of spheres of my life. And my focus of my life, it's about career and finances. It's more than 50% in my life. It's most important spheres of my life. And maybe it would be to change something to give me more time for my environment, building my environment, and for traveling and new abilities and rest. It's maybe it would better if my dispersion of distribution of time in my life would be less. And next, after this, if you understand how you would distribute time of your life, you would change something. Maybe you would change some distribution, and it would be like a project in your life. And using this approach, you would use a project management approach to change, uh, to make changes in your personal life. Next resource that's very important too, like time, maybe uh, it's very important, like motivation and time, it's like finances. Finances, we have two ways to using it. It's about costs and when we spend our money, and incomes. Then we earn. We usually we spend by week and earn usually by months. We would account our costs and our incomes, and we would have our distribution and our ratios. Very important that if we know our house of work for our months, if we divide it for total income for our months, we would have a time rate. It's most important value of your life. How much cost your hour is. By this value, you would transfer from hours to money, from money to hours, and make your main resources estimation. And looks like you already understand. We would calculate average costs for different spheres and calculating difference from average and square of difference of average and sum of squares of difference from average, it would be dispersion. And we would calculate standard deviation and calculating coefficient of variation. You would see that coefficient of variation for my money, my costs It would be some less that coefficient of variation for my time distribution. It's my uh, costs more constantly than my time distribution. And the next step, it's about total resources. I know my time rate. And with this, I would equal my transfer from my time to money. Yes, for my time rate. And in back hours in money, I would multiply time to my time rate and hours in time or in money. And I have general estimation of spending of my resources in my spheres of my life. And you like already see that we would calculate dispersions, deviation, coefficient of variation. Oh, it's much more. I've say to me that I need more constant life than I live now because I have a lot of my uh, actions and I direct for one spheres of my life and don't have focus for another. Uh, it says that I have weak balance of my life. And the last approach for my statistics practice, it's about I would calculate my correlations from my life balance distribution, my time distribution, my money distribution in my general estimation, like time money. It's convert my time to money and plus my money. What I need to calculate my uh, its name, its coefficient of correlation. I would take difference from average, we already calculated, and calculate square of difference from average for life balance, from time, for money, and from time money. And I would calculate sum of it and may take a square root of sum. For calculating my how it names my correlations from life balance to time, I would take multiply from differences. What the idea for correlation calculation? If some values is similar, they difference from average in similar way. If they similar way, if they difference in negative position, in similar way, that multiplication would be positive. But if they difference in another way, multiplication of this difference would be negative. And you would see that one negative, positive, positive, negative. But if we would take sum of this, we would general estimation of yeah, our uh, direction. And but it's only show me for about if this number is negative, it say to me that my life balance and my time in show me in different ways. Because now my time distribution have different direction of my life balance. It's say to me that my I would spend more time in uh, spheres that uh, less that have less points of satisfaction to this time. It looks like better because it means that I have efforts to grow up my spheres of my life that have less estimation and spend less time in the spheres of my life that I have uh, more highest estimation. And I see that correlation of general estimation of spending of my resources, it looks have middle connection because if it uh, from null to 3, it's less correlation. From null 3 to null 7, it's middle correlation. And from more than nodes, it's a high correlation. Using this approach, you would estimate your life. You would make some conclusions using statistics. And by this, you would growing up your understanding of your life and understanding of statistics. And I describe you this for using electronic tables. It's one approach, but for estimation of your data of your life, you would use, for example, Python using Colab Research Google.com, and you would give them different description, looks like you see in the electronic tables. But in Python, we would use more visualization and study up our programming skill using data that you understand because it's relate for your life. This is approach development by me and support to start using managing of your life. And now I would send you send link of this document to our chat. Something wrong. Yeah, link. And send you, you would take it and check how it would be. Okay, that's all that is all what I want to present you now. If you have some question, you would ask me. Hello. Okay, thank you for your attention. That's all that I prepared for show you for today. You would take it like example, like combination from psychology, math, and self-management using your main resources like motivation, like satisfaction of your dream, like your timetable, using your using accounting of all of your action, using formulas for uh, calculating of distribution of your time, accounting of all your costs for week, for example, and using every day of your week and incomes from months and calculating presentation, uh, dispersion, standard deviation, coefficient of variation, and calculate for time rate, like most important, and some I would present you some more. It's only about your texting. But in psychology, we have another instrument like board of visualization. Sometimes in visual imaging, give us more energy, more understandable of our goals and dreams that are with text. And we would use like some services like draw, input, output. word. It's important psychology text. Looks like visualization of our dream vision board, yeah. For more, for simple way, you would use, for example, draw.io and take our name of, for example, carrier, and take another element, carrier finances, family. Self-development. Uh, and another way, and I would like to use Finder, like library of elements. That's what I see. Maybe one side and another, for example, I would use ChatGPT to generate it imagine for my description. Uh, and please generate image for this description. some problem for yes, for Canva you would have something similar. You would find images like head of organization.
Sorry, sir. Could you please restart screen again, your PowerPoint?
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, okay. It's set, I see. I would take something for no, why? No, it would be like, okay. Oh, yeah. Чук. М, Why it's so don't changing? Чук. So, okay, this is like example that's for preparing elements and make your visual examples for maybe it's here for your future goals. It's like that's all for why I wanted to present you. Thanks you for your attention. And bye bye. Thank you a lot.
Okay, thank you so much for your presentation. For all participants, if you have any question for the speaker, please add them to the chat or you can raise your hand. Yeah, we will wait
Thank you.
until 3 minutes. Thank you.
Okay, may I ask how a personal style sheet can help us identify our strengths, weakness, and behavioral patterns more accurately? Uh, uh, this approach using for accounting our main situation now. And when you know your dreams, the time distribution, cost, income, you would use analysis that you would describe. But this techniques it's for accounting, not for defining. You would define what you need to change by yourself, because only you know how it would be. Next steps, usually you would mark, for example, uh, mark these uh, mark elements that you want to change by red. For example, I want to change something like here, uh, and something like here. This is the elements of my line that I need to change. It's the next step. I need to uh, make some project of my life to change these elements. I need to design, planning, uh, calculating, estimating of needed resource and change something in my life looks like project. Maybe here, maybe I need to change something here or here. It's these techniques. It's about like board that describe you a real situation now as it present. These techniques it's not have approach to define weakness and strengths more than you see as you have. You would make decision by yourself what elements of your life are already weakness or strengths. But we have some estimation because we use these techniques to estimate every people, a lot of people. Usually, if you have uh, points less 3, less 5 is a problem. Usually, if you have satisfaction level of sphere of your life less than 5 or 4, it's a problem. You would focus on it and change it in your life. Because for 3, it's already unhappiness situation. It's like you would estimate it. How do we ensure that the data we collect about ourselves is valid and free from personal bias when conducting self-analysis? Uh, how it would be, you would do this exercise a few times more, and it would be mm, more clearing. But in general, it's a step. If you already account situation, it's more closer for reality that all another. Because your dreams you need to feel how you have energy growing, because dream it's your real. Estimation it's only your thinking, your feeling. There are no instruments of your estimation of your level of life satisfaction. It's about timetable. You would check for next time for time distribution and cost in and income. You would check your account in your bank, and by this it would be like connection to reality. And last question, in your experience, which statistical model is most effective for analyzing personal performance trend over time? Uh, it's for my experience, you would methods that you use. But better if you take this estimation October 2025, November 2025, to see changing of your life and estimated your life in general. Because main skills that we have, it's about opportunity to modeling your life and your resourcing in your mind. It's the most important skill that you growing up using the data, mathematical, and some electronic tables. Okay, thank you for your attention, for your interest, and wish you all the best to growing up your resources and happiness level of your life. And bye bye. See you.
Okay, thank you so much for your presentation, Professor Dr. Mykhailo. And before I close this event, for all participants, please open your camera. I will take a picture on the count of three for documentation. Okay, one, two, three. Okay, another one. One, two, three. Yeah, thank you for your cooperation. Finally, we come to the end of visiting lecture today. We would like to thank you for Dr. Mikhailo for their wonderful information and sharing your knowledge. We hope this information will be beneficial for all participants. At least we hope to more collaboration in the future. The visiting lecture for today and here. Hope to see you soon. Thank you and have a nice day.